Hi guys, so what we're gonna do today, we're actually gonna create a Google Doc. A Google Doc is kind of like a Microsoft Word document, but it is an online. It's in the cloud. It's shareable with up to 200 people, so you can easily access it. You can easily share it. You could create a link to it. So even people that do not have the software, as long as they have some sort of internet connection, we could help them access that document. So I actually wanted to start you guys from just a regular Google page. This Google page, what we're gonna do, we're gonna search for Google Drive. That's gonna be the easiest thing. That is because Google handles a lot of things, as you guys may know. So when you click on Google Drive, you're gonna see here that it tells you that it's a safe place for all your files. They also do Excels. Obviously, it's not the Microsoft Excel, but it is spreadsheets, just like Microsoft. It just happens to be a Google program. So we're gonna click here where it says Google Drive. It's probably gonna prompt us to log in into our own Gmail. If you have a Gmail, this is what you're gonna do. You could click on New. So you could create a folder. You could upload either a folder, a file. You could upload a folder. Like I said, there's Google Documents, so that's where we're gonna create just kind of like a Word document. There's also Google Slides, which is like Microsoft's PowerPoints. There's Google Sheets. Google Sheets would be like Microsoft's Excels. Like I said, these are all Google's programs, so they're not exactly the same. They might not run on each other's programs, but you can easily convert them from one to another. But what I'm going to show you is how to create a Google Doc and share it, maybe even edit. So we're going to go through a few of the stuff here. So like you saw there, it was pretty easy. You click on the top left where it said new. If you continue, you're going to see just a blank page. This is what your document's going to be. So here you could say you're writing a letter, Dear Supervisor. Correct? So once you do that, you can see up here that Google has a lot of tools. You can name your document. There is multiple. You could use any name you want. You would want to consider not using any of those slashes that your computer would not let you download, because it's gonna make you change the name. Like if you put a forward slash, a dot, a period, a dash, that are usually not accepted on your regular folders. So just keep that in mind, just so you don't have to create a new name. So let's say letter, correct? So that's where you type in the name. It says right here, you could rename it. Let's say you click out of it, you could hover over it again and it says rename. So just double click and you have access to make any changes. We continue. Let's say you just accumulated a lot of documents. You could star it. You can see there's a star here. There's also a folder image right here. If you guys can see that, if you see that, you could click on this. This is going to give you access to organize your stuff. So let's say you just have a chemical engineering class, a writing class, and you want to make sure that this letter is in your writing class stuff. So just like you would on your regular computer, you're going to have a huge folder with all the different folders. So if you continue to read these are some of the editing tools that are provided by Google. So if you click on File, there's the Share, obviously. This is so cool. So Google is just a huge company. It's all cloud driven, so you could store things on the cloud, you could move things around, you could share links, you could create, it's just amazing. So let's say you could click share. When you click share, it's going to give you the options. Hey, what do you want to do? So you're going to type in the person's email. So I'm going to send it to myself just to make this a little bit more official. Like I said, you could also create a link. So even if the person is not a Google person, they could actually access just the cloud, like I said before. This would be the link. You would copy and paste it. It's already highlighted. It's for your convenience. You could even click on the copy link right here. And that's what that's going to do is just put it on your clipboard. So just keep that in mind. So you could even add a note. Hey guys, this is the letter that we mentioned is for the supervisor. Here you guys go. So they could access it. They could, you could give them. So if you click here, this drop down, this is more when you want them to edit it, just comment or just view. So if the letter's done, hey, you guys could only view it. Here, share it, do whatever you guys want. If you just want some feedback, you guys could comment. This adjusts, the link adjusts so it knows what the receiving end could do. There's also an edit. So this is the real cool one. So every person that you share with could be online on the cloud, just constantly changing things, tweaking things. You could get a lot done. It could be counterproductive if you guys encounter any issues, but at the end of the day, it just gives you this great feature where it just shares it with everyone. So I'm gonna just leave it as edit. We're gonna send it to that person, so that person's gonna have access. If we continue, there's some cool features here, just like your regular Word would have. It's just an undo, a redo, a paste without formatting, just in case it's just an image or you don't want it to be exactly with the formatting that you copied it with. There's select all. So these are just your basic edit. There's different views, so you could view how it's going to be able to print, the different modes. As you can see there, that's adjusting the view. You could show the rulers on top, just like on your Word. You could see that you could edit according to the margins and stuff like that. We're gonna go to the next tab. It says insert. This is so cool, guys. So you could insert images from your computer. As you can see here, you could search them on the web, some stuff you already have on your drive, some photos from your drive. You could just put in a link. Even you could take a picture instantaneously and just go on with that. It's so cool. You could draw. There's charts. You could just create one yourself right here and then. You obviously don't need a chart for a letter. For a supervisor, right? So there's pie charts. And like I said, remember Sheets? Sheets is just like your Excel. So you could grab sort of like an Excel sheet and paste it right on here. It's going to look amazing. There's just little lines that you could put just so you could break, footnotes, little notes on the sides, special characters, just not it's something that you won't find on your keyboard, equations, pies, the little alpha stuff that you want to put if you're gonna add some sort of math equation or whatever. If you continue here, there's header options, there's break options. So this is, like I said, this is a lot like the Word software. So this is an amazing alternative if you cannot afford Word, because Word is expensive. It's like $200 for a Mac. You could also just edit online, which is a cool feature, and all this is free. Everything is free. You just need, like if you see right here, this is me being logged in. So that's all you need. You just need a Gmail. Gmail is free. They give you up to 10, 15 gigabytes of space, this included. So you could just create documents. Documents don't even take that much space. They don't take that much memory. So you could just have an abundance of documents. Like I said, some people cannot afford Word. This might be a different formatting. Maybe some professors don't like it. But at the end of the day, you could just have a clear understanding, a clear view of what could be sent. We're going to continue with these over here. This is just the format. So it's just some cool features that, like I said, you would find anywhere else. There's some tools here, so you could check your spelling, you could count your words. We just wrote an essay, a memo actually, in our English class, and it had to be 1,000 words, and just so you know that you have reached your goal, you could count how many words you have typed. There's some Explore dictionary, so everything's on here. Like everyone knows Google's on top of their stuff when it comes to just connecting you with the internet. So when you continue to read here, you can even translate your document right there and then. That's such a cool feature. If you're tired of typing, you could just speak to the computer and it's just going to type up your essay. It sounds amazing, right? There's also script editing, which would have to do with computing. There's add-ons. So what this is just Chrome in general. It's just some cool features that could be added on. I'm not going to go into details because these are like applications within an application, and I don't want to go and just start adding a different a walkthrough video of something irrelevant to what we're trying to do. There's this help, so you could just type what you need help with. You could report a problem. Also, there's keyboard shortcuts. As you can see here, this is more like maybe your keyboard's not working or something, so this would help you out. And then down here, you can see all these quick access buttons where you could just change things. Your font, you could change here your the font you're writing in, the size. It doesn't have many options. Like I said, these are all Google owned, so it's probably gonna be hard for you to find Times New Romans, which are commonly used in colleges and stuff. But it just gives you a great idea of what you're typing, what you're doing. So, like if we continue here, these are the people that are in your drive, in your not your drive, because everything's separated, but I mean in this specific document, these people could comment, these people could, like I said, they could chat with you while you guys are typing. You guys could be communicating, hey, why'd you type that, why didn't you type that, what's going on, hey, everyone wake up, do the part of your assignment, correct? And then if you click here, it says save to. So what this is gonna do is, just in case you're outside of the Google area, you could also create a different cloud on your Dropbox, your OneDrive. These are not Google, so this is not gonna save in your, it's gonna save in your Google, but it also gives you the opportunity to bridge different clouds together. So it's really helpful if you're not like a regular Google user. So what it's going to prompt me to do is going to want me to create a specific Cloud QH. I'm just going to log into my regular email just so I could save this document. It's going to be really helpful if I have this saved. Like I said, you could share it with all your colleagues. Everyone's going to find out what you did, what you didn't do. Everything's going to be amazing on this. So there's some cool features here that I didn't show you. So these are the other things you can save them to. So you can see here, you could save it on your Google Drive. Everything's going to be saved there automatically anyways. We can click on some other stuff here. So this is just so you could make everything smaller. Everything looks great. These are some notes that you could use. But at the end of the day, what you really want is just to understand that this is sort of like a Word, Microsoft Word editing tool, just like you would use it on your computer without internet. Unfortunately, you do need to be connected to the internet to use this service, but it's free, guys. So if you keep that in mind, it's a great deal. It's a great tool for business, for students, for teachers to communicate with their students. Everything's great. Just keep in mind that any document can be created. We just went over the Word area of this. So if you want to leave any comments in the any suggestions, anything I left out, anything you would like to know, please let me know. And these are some quick. I'm gonna restate what I told you. So these are all the tools that you could use. You could start, you name everything, and then share. Share is the important one, guys. Keep this in mind. You want to share this. You want to make sure it's accessible to your colleagues, everyone that you want them to know. Maybe it's even a Christmas letter. Hey, everyone, here's my Christmas letter link. Here, guys. So you can even share it. If you know their email, it's going to suggest people. So just keep that in mind. So make sure that you suggest, if it suggested someone specifically, know it's the one you want, or you could also just share the link. You can share it anywhere on your WhatsApp, on your regular messages. Okay. So I just recapped that. So thank you for joining me today. Have a great day.